Welcome to the happy hour, everybody. Right here, Sirius XM Fly. I'm HB. Super excited because not too many times I get to have a return guest. So when it's a return, you know it's love, love, love. I invite everybody back, but not everybody has had the opportunity to come back yet because just timing and different things. So when I saw in the schedule I had the opportunity to have this young man back, I was happy. I was like, yes, my brother is back. Mario, he is here. Make some noise, everybody.
Every time I come to see you, I always meet somebody super cool that I've always been a fan of, and I just ran into Samuel L. Jackson in the hallway.
How
OG, but still on his... Man, the swag is crazy.
How about that? Like, when I saw him, I froze. Like, I literally froze. Me and my friend Danny, who's here, we were sitting down, like, doing something in the phone, and I see a shadow coming over me, and I'm like, let me move, because some guy is walking by. And I looked up, I was like, it's Sam Jackson. Like, it's not some guy. How you been?
I've been great. Great, moving around.
Yeah.
You know, making it happen since we last spoke, and gearing up to release the project in May. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I feel like the last time you were here, you were so honest about a transition and a change that you had been going through, and sort of like the fight. Like this industry, let's be honest, for everybody that's listening now, Happy Hour crew, Fly family, this industry is filled with demons. Like, I'm just going to tell you now, it is filled with demons. Now, you can decide early on if you want to be on the side of good or the side of evil. But don't walk around thinking that the side of evil does not exist, because it's here.
It's definitely here. I definitely think it's everywhere, you know, not just in music and in all types of industries. You know, I think that the word, you know, that energy that we call, you know, a demon or something negative is just the loss of doing things from the heart. You know, everybody's, you know, taught to stay in survival mode all the time. And that makes a person bitter. And they don't have to be a bad person. It's just that if you don't consciously focus on your energy centers and understand where your influence is coming from, then you get lost. You know, so that's how that's my perspective on how that happens. And it happens easily in the music business because, you know, we're constantly on the grind. We're constantly, you know, it's a service. What we do is a service.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So we're constantly forgetting about, you know, taking care of ourselves.
When you step outside of yourself as Mario, the artist, and you're just home, like on your computer, on your phone, like the rest of us, a couple of weeks ago, you see the beefs with the female artists, and then you'll see, like, stuff being said, Chris Brown, this one. How do you deal with it as, like, you're an artist, but then you're still a fan, right, of it all? How do you deal with it? Do you comment? Do you have a secret? What do you do?
Nah, I don't really comment on it. You know, I don't really entertain it as much. I definitely observe how things affect people more so than the actual thing that's affecting them, because I overlook that to see how it's the effect of the cause, you know, of what's happening. But, like, you know, I feel like there's different levels of entertainment. There's different levels of artists. There's different levels of journalism, you know, doing media. And I feel like, you know, a lot of times the quality gets lost in the mix of all of the craziness that's going on for people to just stay relevant, you know. And that but that, you know, I guess that part of it comes with having digital platforms where you can influence people. It's all about influence, right? It's all about driving people or taking a person's, how do I keep a person's you know, interest. You know, but the problem I have with all of it is that the quality of what keeps people's interest is very low. I feel like we can have better quality just as a whole.
I want you to expand on that, but not just yet. We're going to talk about more of that. Mario is here, y'all. It's the happy hour with me, HB. More up next. It's the happy hour, y'all, right here. Sirius XM Fly, HB. And, of course, Yolan is here hanging out in the studio, flirting with Mario. She said, your honey is here if you want it. Yolan, that means a lot of things. You got to say the honey for your tea is here if you want it in the happy hour. And Mario,
sometimes
of course.
You don't want to be, sometimes you want to just leave it up in the air. Take it how you will.
There you go. That's how I like it.
Take it how you will.
Mario, you're a flirt. Let me find out.
I'm a Virgo. It comes naturally.
You can't help it. Virgo men are picky though. Yolan's a Virgo, but Virgo men are really picky.
Definitely picky for sure. And I've learned that it's not a bad thing to be picky. Like, you should be picky. Everybody should be picky. You know, everybody should be picky.
Picky in what way though? Because Yolan's picky. It'll take her about 45 minutes to decide red or light red. How picky are you?
I'm very picky because the vibes have an influence on everything else. Like, I feel like, you know, like this room, right? You walk in a room with a bunch of people. If 2 people have been in that room for an hour and they leave, the energy in that room changes.
True.
Because that energy is gone. Like, so a color, sounds, vibes, they all, I don't look at anything as separate from, everything's connected. So it's all, you know, about the vibes.
Is that your approach in the studio too? Like in
it's deeper, even deeper in the studio. If you come to one of my sessions, like, you'll probably leave there feeling like a new person.
I'm gonna come. Do you ever record in New York?
I haven't in a while, but I probably will end up like closing out the album because I'll be moving around a lot. So
Okay.
I'll probably record here, but you should definitely come.
Next time I'll bring something. I promise. I'll bring some food, whatever you want. I love to cook and do whatever. I'll bring some food.
I'm a vegan, so can you cook vegan meals too? You do it all?
This is me.
Hey, hey, that's what I like to hear.
I got you. Whatever
No,
you
if you
need.
can cook, I feel like you can kind of tread the waters with, like you know, it's kind of like being a good singer. You can kind of sing over any type of music. You can probably tread the waters well, huh?
Well, what it is that I try to cook from, well, I shouldn't say try. I cook from the heart. Like, that's just...
What does that mean?
That I kind of, the same space and the energy that you're talking about has to be the same way in the kitchen.
Wow.
Like, I will clean up my kitchen first before I start cooking.
That makes that.
So I remove everything. It has to be a certain
Fresh
way.
Start.
And the music has to be right when I'm cooking.
You play music, right?
I play music while I'm cooking, and I don't cook angry. I don't cook when I'm upset. There's a vibe.
So soul food just isn't about putting extra seasoning on the food and frying it up. Soul food is about the feeling when you're cooking it.
Honey, when your grandmama slides you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and say, here, take this, baby, go sit down and relax, that's going to be the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich ever because of the love of her hands. That's
crazy, because I was watching this thing on television, and not on television, I don't even have a TV, but on the internet, and they were talking about words and how powerful words are and sound, and how sound resonates through physical things, and the vibration of love created this beautiful, like, crystalline structure, geometric shape, and then like the vibration of hate was just all like distorted and like it wasn't synchronized. It was crazy. It was amazing to see.
It works, that energy, that same thing that you're talking about, it works the same everywhere. You have to have good energy no matter where you go. All right, Mario is here. He's not going anywhere. He's still hanging out with us in the happy hour. More up next right here on Fly. It's the happy hour, y'all, right here, Sirius XM Fly. I'm HB. Mario is here. Y'all can keep clapping for Mario. He is having a great conversation.
Feel like happiness is for you. I just felt like that was a moment.
That's all right. I love all that. I want you to keep going. What'd you say, Yolan?
Oh, I see what honey does.
I ain't gonna stop wearing honey. I feel like you got like a whole house stack of honey. You got honey on reserve.
Honey bears all day.
Hey.
That's Yola with a honey bears all day. This new album, what made you say now is the time?
Well, this is my 5th album.
Yes.
It'll be my first independent effort, and I was signed to a major label for a while, and I learned so much about being an artist, and you know, I learned about the mechanics of it. I learned how to be a machine. I learned how to work hard. I learned how to push your limits, but I did not learn how to be authentic as an artist. You know, and I feel like now is the time where I'm actually, you know, I've had some experiences in life. I took some time off to get to know me. I can write about things from a different perspective because I actually experience life. I see the world in a different way. So I feel like now is present. You know, it's very present with where I am. The album title I just actually changed from Paradise Cove to Cosmo 17 because of the sound that is taking place now on the project. It has this more otherworldly type of vibe, which is mixed with a little bit of retro futuristic vibes to it, and it's taking on a life of its own. I'm excited about it.
The changes that you went through, what would you say the biggest thing you learned about yourself? You said to be more authentic, but in what way?
Being present with myself, to be honest with you. You know, like I said before, I'm a Virgo, and a part of that earthly vibe and like that creative. My sign is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules creativity and communication. And I feel like a lot of my expression was suppressed because I didn't have the creative outlet expression or the creative control that I wanted. or that would have allowed me to project my vision as a young man growing up in the industry differently, aside from like, you know, making just mainstream music that made sense for, you know, what the label wanted me to do. Now I appreciate, of course, the opportunity because they put me on a great platform, but you know, there comes a time when you can't suppress your soul. I think that a lot of people we go through this moment where we suppress ourselves to please other people so much that we lose ourselves, and I felt like that's what happened to me. Yeah.
In that,
and then some people escape by, you know, other things.
Different, yep.
You know
they pick up different vices, and
you feel me?
Are you writing more or less now that you have that?
A lot more, a lot more, because like I feel like my experiences are unique to me, so whenever I have a writer come in and write for me, or even send me songs, obviously they're listening to like the last hits, or oh yo, I got a perfect record for you, because they think they know where you're at now based upon your last record, but how someone else expresses something is not the same way I would express it. So I'll take records from artists if I really like them, and then I'll go and kind of tweak it to make it fit my vibe. But a lot of times I'm writing on my own.
Mario is here, y'all. He's hanging out in the happy hour. We love it. We getting into some more music by Mario. It's all up next right here on Fly. Welcome to the happy hour, everybody, right here on Sirius XM Fly. I'm HB. We've been hanging out with Mario and just learning a lot about his new project, sort of what influenced in it. Women.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
You're a Virgo. Amazing. We got to talk about women. He just shook his head and said amazing. How do you have time to balance a social life and a dating life and all that other kind of stuff with everything that's going on? And being with a Virgo.
Yeah, there's a lot that comes with that, like, there's a lot that comes with that, because it, you know, it gives me an out having this lifestyle. You know, I can say, oh, I'm too busy, or you knew what this was.
You still doing
that? Hold on. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Because it's only gotten worse, because now I have even more responsibility. It's not fake. Now it's real. What I used to say before it was fake. Now when I say I'm busy, like I really, like it's a mental thing. Like it's like, because as you get older, you know, and I'm still a young man, but, you know, people are just maturing faster. A woman needs more than just, you know, your side time. You know what I mean? Like, a woman is an internal being. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of women mask, you know, with their jobs and with, you know, working hard, going hard for you know, for what they believe in. But at the end of the day, women are internal beings, and if you're so-called in a relationship with a woman and she doesn't feel you, even when you're apart from her, if you have that connection, she's gonna still feel you. You're still connected to each other. And so that's what kind of makes it hard now for me, is that, like you said, you still saying that, but yeah, I can't pull that anymore.
So you can't. So you haven't been able to make one connection.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying I haven't been able to. It's keeping it consistent. That's the hard part. It's like, you know, when you first start off and that spark is there and that interest, like, we're human, so it's like, of course it's new, so it's like you want to give it your all. You want to be in it all the way.
Yeah.
And then it naturally happens. People start to get comfortable naturally. But when you're like in the music industry, it's like your schedule, you know, it's not a 9 to 5. Like, you don't have a
that
set.
Sounds like such a line.
It's not, though. It's the truth.
No, well, no, it's real. I know it's real with you. All right, so if it's a single, well, we have them now here in the happy hour, listening right now in their car. Single woman right now listening that's attracted to you. 5 things. Does she have to learn how to cook? Does she have to know how to cook?
She has to like cooking. She should. I would like her to like cooking. It's not like a deal breaker. But like you said, I would want her to do it with love. I think that the food is much better when someone enjoys it. You know. So that one would be a plus. But it's not a deal breaker.
Can she have children? Prior children already?
Yeah. She can.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised. A lot of men.
You know.
It looked like you was gonna elaborate on that.
It's 50-50.
All right, let's go. This is the truth.
I'm 50-50 with that. I'm 50-50.
What's the 50-50 side? Tell me.
Okay, so if she has a child, and I mean, I would prefer the child to be you know, a little bit older, maybe in his late, like, you know, maybe 8, 9, 10
Okay.
at least. But
I
if
thought you
she's
was gonna say like 16, but go ahead.
Nah, 8, 9, 10 because
Okay.
I would, you know, if I'm really into this woman, I would like to be a part of that child's life too. Because I mean, you know, if you're dating a woman, she has a child, you are taking on the responsibility of being a man in both of their lives. So I would like you know, the child to still have some growing to do. When the child is 16, 17, they think they know everything. Already.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
You know,
It's hard to deal.
It's a whole nother. He might not even like you.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a youngin', like my mom was dating dudes. Like I was putting tax when they was like so. When I was young, I used to sleep like with my mom in the bed. Like when she had company, she would make me go to my room. So I used to take, you know, the tax that you stick in the water. I would take it while you sleep. I was sticking with him. I was bad. I was sticking with the thumbtacks. Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is a conversation with Mario. I don't think anyone has ever gotten in their life. Nobody.
Yeah, that's definitely not a deal breaker.
All right, can she work in the industry?
I'd rather not.
Wow. Okay. Why so?
I'd rather not, but it's still not a deal because I don't want to put too much out there. But I would say that I think there are a lot of, as far as relating to each other, 100%. I think that's, you know, a plus. But I just feel like it's too many people in your business, you know. And I'm a very private person,
Yeah.
you know, and if I'm sensitive about my woman.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm really, you know, digging a girl, like, so a lot can go down,
Okay.
you know, and
Yeah.
it can get kind of weird being. I'm just not one of them fake people.
Got you.
Like I wouldn't be in a relationship just because she's famous. Like, you know, I can't. That's not really my twist. I want to be an authentic person. So a lot of times that type of situation ends up being too many people involved. But
Spirituality. That's at my forefront. Okay, spirituality. A plus or it doesn't matter to you?
it doesn't matter as long as she believes, you know, in her in a higher power and in herself, and you know she's grounded, and I'm good.
All right. All right. Last one. Does she have to like your music?
No, not at all.
All right.
No.
Hey, ladies, you got it. Okay,
she
go
got,
ahead.
like, but she got definitely put me on to something new. Yeah, put me on to something that's like, you know, that I can learn from.
All right, perfect. Mario is here. Ladies, you got a chance though. You heard his fives. I just threw him a top 5 real quick.
You made it easy for me. Thank you.
No, I'm not. You know how
you made
it is
easy
here.
for me. I was like, oh, this is about to be.
No,
It's about to be crazy right now.
you know how it is here with me. We just gonna have a conversation. Whatever you want to share, come from the heart. You share it. If not, I'm not into all that. We'll talk the next time. You always invited back.
Absolutely.
I told you got an open door. You know that anything you doing, you come through.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate
talk
that.
with me about it. You already know.
Absolutely.
Mario is here. We're going to play his new joint, right? We're
Let's
doing
get
that up next. Give out your social media so these women
I'm
can
actually about to go to Australia on the 8th. So I'll be in Australia from the 8th to like the 24th, like moving around doing shows. I'm doing a Grand Prix performance at the Grand Prix out there. It's going to be fun. So if y'all out there, anybody from Australia listening, I will see you in a city near you.
All right,
I'll
ladies.
be
Number
see
6, you need a passport. So you have a passport.
Yeah, we can work that out. We can work that out.
Give out your social media.
At Mario Worldwide on Snapchat and Instagram. Twitter is OYesMario, and Facebook.com/Mario.
I love you. Many blessings
Thank
to you.
you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you. You already know. You're welcome here anytime. All right, more happy hour up next on Fly.
Yeah.